They wanted to consume me like chaff upon the wind and sift me like wheat. But my broken potential turned and savaged them with their own deluge of distortion, filling the atmosphere, pressing heavy upon them, a static thick in the terminals of their minds. They wanted their fraudulent version of reality to live on. They trifled, trying to erase my reputation just to blind those rising in synergy, where what costs those of them also gives them advantage. Pestilence collided with the friction between both dualities, those pitching tents of sacrificial blood, either by selling their souls and sacrificing the innocent, or by condemning love, so they could stand, optically, with an inner woven narrative to overshadow who I really am. By influence or status it seemed reasonable, but what they did not count on was me, myself, inside my self-worth, apparent and transparent, where crystalline oil and octane, activated by the power of oracles, exfoliate all those revealed by their petty melodrama, receiving no regard. It would be fine of you, too, to find a harness so I could watch you bow from your wits, because even a fool is wise if he stays humble. Now that levee, that dike, is breaking, pouring out primal layers of me like an indigenous compilation. With freedom's dial set within the convergence of time's elevation, the residuals of my authenticity are amplified. I come to enroll my modesty, hungry for the competition, if only to find the channel to speak on. All the while my tuned ear says to those of the world, "Be unto yourselves, so that your kind shall remain among your own." The company one keeps says a lot. It shows who is in your corner and who is not. And what is inside God's reign, you ask? Well, you will see. So now that I have neutralized your poisonous tongues of their venom, what do you have to say? Do you remember the taste of the bitterness? Yes, I deciphered every analytical dynamic by the blood of Christ, and I am certain it will be poured out in lots, cast with cause that factors their downfall. They seek revenge for what they are not, make an agenda because I am hitting parallels in a high crucible, molten as elements of justice, sharper to the eye than a needle. An inhabitant of purity flogging injustice, I am fundamentally right from the womb where discrepancy lives, leaving them incriminated, besieged. If you do not see that I am making palatable my saddled colt, distinguishable apart from fallacy like a beast unburdened, know this. I have a royal purple at my crown, though with grey lining, cosmically salvaged in the vast blue sky, full of duality. There is a nostalgia of confusion for those who are aimless in the midst, saturated with a fog that leaves them wondering why God's vigilance always leaves them undone. Or are you not confounded by my strength that grows in times of weakness? The adequacy of depending on the active, live wires of the Spirit's direct nature, humming through my brain in arcs, sets my repetitive mode. It brings a flame upon my hearth where my reverence burns, and with its sublimity occupies the spiritual aspects that necessitate my need. Rather it be karma displayed for those at odds, or universal justice at the stakes where continuity breaches its ledger, it boomerangs back with the backfire. All in all, their account could cost them their souls. So beyond the covenant, where the yoke of the Spirit splits, I, as a cupbearer, see through their lies, and I am on an excursion that brings me forth inevitably as God sets the stage. Yes, you are being ostracized as tailors under commission. A den of thieves are ye not, without collateral or even a penny to show for interest, so that give and take defines the deal. Does that make you an alpha male, or do you not bite the hand that feeds you? You all wore your own wreath of thorns and called it crucifixion, because heavy is the crown. They did not see Jesus wore the thorns for them. Fear succumbs, too, unto the tussle for inward stability that must be accessed. Let me ask you, did you not see him, flogged, maimed and mocked by his own people? Yes, there is a strength arriving in my bones. If only a moment of conviction makes for accountability, then in this very moment, feel the hands of empathy and emotional depth. Know your remorse so that you can confess, for astronomically, life is a waterfall, and inside your denial, you conceive a web. The ascended ancestors of my generations protect us themselves with wings, formulated, accustomed, with aerials dressed in light through the skies. As I have integrated my shadow, I find I am anchoring my soul to spiritual commission, measured out and weighed. The doctrine of my heart makes its sanctuary an extensive revelation, resulting in truth, carrying clarity, crossing thresholds most people will not even approach. All the while, their plot twists strip them naked in their intentions, those who embody malevolence being vessels for the influence of darkness, seeding traits of ambivalence with silent shame that authorize their hearts. Is it that they have no discernment for what is precious, that their treasures can be wiped out and stolen by thieves? Though I, as a treasure in the eyes of the Lord, am mobilized by God.